Another month, another hack slash resurrection. This is issue number 10 from Image Comics, and of course continues the Vampirella arc. So this cover, ugh, what what is it with the hack slash covers lately that have just been terrible? Like the original covers, especially for the DDP series. I mean, even the Image series had good covers. But I mean, the covers for the original Hack Slash. I mean, that's the reason why I got into Hack Slash in the first place. I even remember the very first cover. It was one with her bathing in a pool of blood, and it looked like sexy and really grabbed my attention. But this, I don't know, this just looks terrible. Like all the Hack Slash Resurrection series, from well, not even just Resurrection, but even the Hack Slash Vampirella crossover, the covers were just terrible. I mean, look at this. This just looks weird. Like the way her body is proportioned. Like, I don't know, her, I guess, shoulders go this way, her head's here, and then even the curve. Like, okay, so she's wearing something see-through, so you can kind of see the curve here, even though that's not a curve. That's like a straight up trunk. This is this is a male torso right here. But like you don't even see the curve on this side. So basically her torso is like this, and it just kind of goes here, and it just goes straight like that. There's no hips. It's very weird. I mean, I guess Vlad's okay, even though I'm not really a fan of this like line art kind of draw. I don't know what it's called, but where you can see like all the little like lines and stuff like that. I'm not really a big fan of that. I mean, it has its place in some stories, I guess. That it comes across very independent style, which I guess Hack Slash is, but still, yeah, I don't care for this cover. Interiors are, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of the interior artwork for the Hack Slash Resurrection series, especially when you compare it to, again, I hate having to like compare it to like previous Hack Slash series, but I mean the original Hack Slash artwork was actually pretty damn decent, especially for like an independent, publisher at the time, DDP. This is just, I don't know. I've said it before, but how is it that we keep going backwards in in quality? Writing, artwork, cover, like everything just in comic books seems to be going backwards. We're not going forwards. It's very weird. But yeah, we start off with two vampires, I guess, fighting each other, and then Cassie, Vlad, and Vampirella break in and kill the vamps. And yeah, basically, where we left off last time, they killed Chet, but he wasn't the main vampire. So now they have to try to track down the main vampire, the head vampire, because if you kill the head vampire, everyone else turns back into regular human. So yeah, we basically get them fighting through the school, trying not to kill anybody, because if they can just get rid of the head vampire, everyone will be back to normal. Cassie, though, seems to have a problem with that. She is basically struggling to not hurt anybody, but she kind of is. Vlad's constantly telling her, like, hey, are you okay? Like, what's wrong with you? Why do you keep bashing people's heads in with your bat and stuff like that? Yeah, what's wrong with you lately? So Vampirella basically uses her vampire powers to kind of control one of the vamps and tells them to like lead me to your elder. And I guess she keeps doing that because the vampire will lead her to one vamp, which leads to another. I don't know. Eventually, Vampirella like disappears, and we get a talk between Cassie and Vlad about how Vampirella is not girlfriend material. How it looks like she kind of just dumped you. She just like left you. Yeah, here's the thing that I found kind of weird. Okay, so this whole Vlad Vampirella thing started from the Hack Slash Vampirella crossover. By reading the crossover, I assume the crossover took place before Vlad died in the Image version, the Image Hack Slash series. I assumed Vlad that took place before Vlad died, but apparently it takes place after Vlad died, which is just, it's weird because in the hacks, because in that oh, first off, Vampirella came in issue 8. The big arc ended in issue 6, I believe. So basically, between issue 6 and 8, that's when Hack Slash versus Vampirella happened. But in that, we don't see Cassie talking about, being depressed that Vlad had died and he's back. She's not like... She's a lot more happy-go-lucky in the crossover, whereas here she's a lot more emo-ish. So it's like, if you put this into continuity, you have Cassie being on her own, and then she gets dragged into the camp where she starts becoming a slasher hunter again, and then she meets Vlad, and she's still like all depressed and things like that, and just kind of done with the whole hunting. And then you have the Vampirella crossover where she's like happy-go-lucky somewhat, and everything's fine and dandy, to back to the Hack Slash where she is depressed again and not doing, not being all her bubbly self, and she's a lot more, she has like an edge to her. It doesn't work. So, I don't know, I just wanted to point that out. That just seemed kind of weird. I also find it kind of funny. Okay, here. So, all the vamps appear to be going into this house, this fraternity, and, of course, Vlad and Cassie decide to follow them, and Cassie bashes one of them in the head with her nailed baseball bat, and Vlad's like, aren't we supposed to be good to them for when they turn back? And Cassie says, oh, it's just some broken bones. And I'm thinking, you literally hit this dude in the head with a baseball bat with nails inside. Like nails like popping out. How is that just broken bones? I pointed this out in a previous video. It was one of the camp issues where one of the counselors pretends to be a slasher. It's supposed to be for some kind of activity. And Cassie mistakes him for an actual slasher, and she hits him in the head full force with her nailed baseball bat. And he only gets knocked out. I mean, there's fucking nails in it. That's the baseball bat. You get hit in the head with that full force, you're not getting a concussion. You're getting dead. Like, I don't understand. Like, does the illustrator do both? Just not know that nails like penetrate? They're not like a blunt weapon. I mean, if she just hit him in the head with the baseball bat, just a regular baseball bat, fine. But I mean, there's nails sticking out of it. That's dead right there. You're not coming back from that. But yeah, they seem to, I don't know, not get that. It's just, I just find it really funny. Like, we keep seeing Cassie hitting people over the head with nailed baseball bats, and they're not dying. Maybe we did have Mags wanting to bash people in the face with baseball bats, and somehow thinking that she's not going to murder anyone by doing that. So maybe they don't understand how baseball bats to the face work. But it's not just a concussion. I mean, that's a death right there. So yeah, we get, I guess what's supposed to be a little humorous thing where Cassie throws something in. This was kind of weird. Okay, so we have a vampire sneaking in, and Cassie is fighting this one, and basically, I don't know what, this guy like slips or something, and gets part of the curtain in his mouth. I don't understand how this happens, but it happens. And then he starts acting all weird, and he's like, holy water? And she goes, nah, it's cat pee. But I'm just like, when did Cassie put cat piss on the rag or blanket or whatever the hell that's supposed to be? Because here we go. We have her enter the building. She bashes the dude in the head. Then she starts fighting. This guy sneaks in. You can see she's nowhere near this. And instead of focusing her attention on this guy, she focuses on this guy. Vlad's the one who takes on this guy. Somehow him grabbing the vampire's head ends up with the vampire getting a mouthful of blanket. I don't know how this works. And then Cassie notices that it's cat piss and not holy water, which kind of insinuates that Cassie put it on the blanket. But when did she put it on the blanket? When in this whole entire 2-page spread did she put any kind of cat piss or any kind of liquid on this blanket? I know this is like just like nitpicking, but it's just there's a lot of little stuff like this that just bugs the crap out of me. But yeah, apparently he put cat piss in his mouth, and sorry about the barking. My dog is I have her outside, but I have her kind of fenced off because I was painting recently, and I don't want her to get into any of the painted furniture that's drying right now. So, but yeah, she has like separation anxiety. So I'm gonna finish this review quickly so that I can get back to her. But yeah, so we get some kind of cat piss humor, and then Vampirella shows up. She's like, "Hey, I found the head vampire," and leads her to this room where Trish is staying. And yeah, basically, long story short, Trish is the vampire, and you may be thinking, how the hell is Trish the elder vampire when Chet was like centuries older than her? And the reason is because apparently Chet's, like, as soon as Cassie arrived, I guess Chet realized that Cassie would eventually stop him, so they did some kind of dark ritual so that Chet can put his powers into Trish. That way when Chet died, everyone will still remain a vampire because she's the one who has the elder powers now. It's kind of weird, but yeah. I'm not going to show the rest, but yeah, there's a little bit more. We get a cliffhanger, which I will reveal in the next video, obviously. But I'm not going to reveal it here because I don't like spoiling comics, and I don't want to show every single page for copyright reasons. So I'm just going to end the summary / review there. I will say this: Hack / Resurrection, not where I want it to be. Doesn't hold a candle to the original, but it's heading in the right direction. It's not where I want it to be, but at least it's starting to improve. The newer issues are a lot better than the first few issues from the Resurrection. And again, anything is kind of better than the first arc in this series. So I did this last time, but basically Hack / to me was like way up here, and then as soon as Resurrection started, it dipped all the way down here, and now these later issues, it started to go up, but it's nowhere near where the original is. It's still like way down here, but it's getting better. So hopefully it continues on this track, and then eventually, maybe like 10 issues from now, we'll get back to original Hack / quality. But yeah, Hack / Resurrection, issue number 10. It's okay. It's like I said, slowly getting better, but it's not where I want it to be yet. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 300 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm at 271 last I checked. But yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Leave a like. Leave a comment if you enjoyed this video. Share it with friends, family members, other people within the community. Tweet it out, whatever. Just please help get it out there. I also have a Twitch if you guys are interested in that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you guys next time. Later.